Yo, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to a brand new video on the Cody Big Man City Fan YouTube channel. And yeah, guys, today this is a bit of a different one. Of course, I made my Premier League predictions at the start of the season, and of course on Friday I'll be reacting to the Premier League predictions that I made. But today's video, I'm gonna give my late Premier League predictions. So, like, basically, you know what this means is, like, my predictions. What do I think is going to happen for the rest of the season? Where do I think the teams are going to finish at the end of the season? So yeah, guys, hope you're well, and of course, City is still in the title race, boys. And yeah, did you know what a title race this is now? Because we have Liverpool, United, Leicester in the mix, Spurs in the mix, City in the mix. So, and yeah. One of them 5 teams could win the league this year. But anyway, guys, hope you're going to enjoy this video. Please make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you're brand new, make sure you turn on notifications so you do not miss any Premier League content on the channel again in the near future. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. Okay, guys, so I wrote it down on a piece of paper so I won't forget the positions. And guys, in 20th place, it's got to be Sheffield United, I'm afraid. Because Sheffield United have been woeful all season. And I actually feel for them because but guys, you've got to respect what Chris Wilder's done for them. Guiding them from League 1 to nearly getting Europa League last season in 3 years. Fair play, though. Fair play. But still, I still think they'll get a win somewhere. But they're due to go down this year, the Blades, because they only got 2 points all season. That was against Brighton and Fulham, who are both fighting relegation. So yeah, Sheffield United, you come in bottom. And in 19th, I'm going with West Bromwich Albion. It's probably the same reason as Sheffield United, really. But the thing is, West Brom did beat Sheffield United at the Hawthorns. But does Big Sam have... But West Brom can still stay up. But you look at their points gap between them and Brighton, they are well going down West Brom this season. I'm sorry to book out Sam, subscribe to him, link in the description. I'm sorry to all the West Brom fans, you're going down back to the Championship. And in 18th, I've gone with Fulham. Surprisingly, I've not picked Burnley. If you're thinking, Cody, you're going to pick Burnley because you hate them. Guys, no, I did not pick Burnley. I just picked Fulham. Because Fulham, they're doing better than West Brom and Sheffield United at the moment. But I think they're only 2 points adrift from Brighton. So Fulham can still stay up. Not Chris Wilder. Scott Parker is on the wheel. Thinking Alexander Mitrovic, what's happened to him? He's not been banging in the goals this season. Bobby Reed's overscoring him. But I think Mitrovic will get back into that form. Will probably but I'm afraid, I think Fulham will just go down, I'm afraid. So yeah, Fulham, you're 18th. And in 17th, I picked Burnley. In fact, I think Burnley are starting to find a bit of form. Oh no, and I actually sent them to get bottom. Well, find out on Friday. I'll be reacting to the Premier League predictions. Well, guys, I predicted Burnley just to stay up. I think Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood will, banging in the goals, will just keep Burnley up in the Premier League. And I think Nick Pope and James Tarkowski, I think Nick Pope's clean sheets could, if Burnley don't concede a lot of goals, I think Burnley will stay up in this division. And yes, that's why Burnley, you're just staying up in 17th. And in 16th place, I'm going with Brighton. I think Brighton again will just stay with like 2 games, with 1 game left to go or something. And if it's, for example, if it's like Leeds United, they're just going to get battered. And I think it will just come down to the final game or something. And imagine if it's Fulham, Burnley and Brighton in the final day, just fighting to stay up. But only one of them 3 must go down, and I picked Fulham. But Brighton, they kept their core of the squad really. But I think, of course, they recently drew 3-3 with Wolves, and that's a really good result against a mere Wolves team at the moment because without Raul Jimenez and stuff. So yeah, I think Brighton will come 15th. No, 16th, sorry. And in 15th, I'll go with Brighton's rivals. Well, not really rivals. Crystal Palace. Well, Palace, they had such a good start to the season, like winning 2 games out of 2 against Southampton and Manchester United. Would you believe it, ladies and gents? Against Manchester United? Who'd have thought it, that Palace beating United? But what's happened to Palace? I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's gone wrong at Palace. But I think they'll get 15th. So that's survival again for Palace. And Palace will spend another season in the Premier League, but I think next year will be the season they will go down. So sorry, Palace fans. And in 14th, I go with Newcastle. But Newcastle are currently 15th at the moment. For a club like Newcastle, you should not be near 15th. Newcastle, back in the day, they were fighting to get for the title. They were fighting to get Champions League. But before, in the 1996 or something like that, they were fighting to win the league. How crazy is that? The fall of Newcastle. And I actually feel bad for their fans, for Steve Bruce, because if the Saudis want to come in, Newcastle would have been one of the top 6 richest clubs in Europe and even the world, with although say PSG, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Juventus, and City and United and stuff. But Newcastle will get mid-table for me, so 14th. Don't get your own Newcastle fans. You're a massive club and you deserve so much better, in my opinion. Yeah. 30th. This is another one of these clubs that actually been bad run in the past, in just before the season even started. West Ham United. They're going to get 13th, so that's mid-table really. But West Ham, they're doing so much better this season. But of course, they're 10th at the moment. They could still get Europa League. Imagine West Ham back in the Europa League. For a team like West Ham, this is where you should be. You should be fighting for Europe. You should be mid-table or fighting for Europe. And of course, Lanzini! Sorry, Tottenham fans. Of course, Declan Rice, what a player. Mikel Antonio, he's been injury prone recently. But when he comes back, I think West Ham will get mid-table for me. And yeah, 12th place, I'll go with Leeds United. Because Leeds United, 16 years away from getting to the Premier League. And Leeds United are a Premier League club. And they should be in the Premier League for a lot of years. And Leeds again, these are another one of these massive clubs in the Premier League, because back in the day, they haven't won a title in the top 5 since the last First Division in 1992. And of course, and I remember in 2001, they reached the semi-finals of the Champions League against Valencia. And how Leeds fallen since, it's shocking, it's gutting. But Leeds United, they deserve to be in the Premier League, and this is the division where Leeds should be at. So yeah, Leeds United fans, don't worry, you're not going down. Even next season, you won't get relegated. You're going to get 12th. So mid-table for Leeds. So an 11th place. Excuse me about that. 11th place. I go with Aston Villa because Aston Villa again. These are one of these massive clubs that should be even in the Premier League and should not be fighting to go down. And of course, Jack Grealish, what a player he's been for them this season. Ollie Watkins as well for Brentford, and they were so unlucky to not get something away at United. In fact, Villa played so well against United, and I think that's the first time since Palace that a non-top 6 club have done well against United. But in my opinion, Villa deserved every credit they got in that defeat to United. Because I'm saying that because they played beautiful football all season, and and of course that 7-2 game thrashing of Liverpool. I'm not saying Liverpool thrash. It weren't Liverpool that beat them 7-2. It was Villa that beat them 7-2. Ooh, that was big. That was big for Villa. So yeah, Villa, in my opinion, will get mid-table. So don't you worry, Aston Villa fans and Villa and so you'll get 11th. And in 10th place, this is going to shock a few people. I'll go with Arsenal. Arsenal. This is not because I hate them or anything like that. Because do I think Mikel Arteta would get the players? Arsenal again, they're getting back in form. I'll be shocked to see if it will not surprise me to see. You'll be surprised to see if Arsenal coming from like near relegation scrap to get Europa League in one season, and Arsenal are currently still in the Europa League. So if I'm not predicting them to get Europe, and if Arsenal don't win the Europa League this season, at least they can get back to win it. At least they can fight to win the FA Cup, because the winners of the FA Cup, guys, get you a place in the Europa League. Hopefully Spurs don't get robbed again from a group stage spot, but you never know. You never know. So Arsenal for me are 10th. Aubameyang, he's not been the same player though. But Bukayo Saka, what a play. I think he should be in the England squad for Euro 2020 if it goes ahead. So, yeah. And in 9th place, I think Southampton. So, guys, I think it will be a three-way fight for 7th. I think it will be Southampton, Everton and Wolves to fight for 7th. In my opinion. Because Southampton, of course they beat Liverpool 1-0. And I actually respect that. And I think Southampton will just fall short right at the end, in my opinion. If Southampton, I'll be so pleased if Southampton get even in 6th, because Southampton, they should be near 6th, in my opinion, because even though they finished like mid-table last season, I think Southampton are deserved Premier League club. Sorry, Portsmouth fans, but Portsmouth, one day you will be back in the Premier League because you're a massive club. And in 8th, I'll go with Everton again. As I said, right, Everton. What's happened? Of course, Everton started the new year disappointingly. They lost 1-0 to West Ham, and West Ham, you get credit for that because, of course, Everton, at one point of the season, they were top of the league, fighting for Liverpool. And could have this been Everton's year of winning the league and stopping their rivals Liverpool of winning? No, because Everton are just not as to say. Yeah, because Liverpool are so much better than them at the moment, Everton. But probably in the next 5 to 10 years, I think Everton will just have advantage over Liverpool in the Premier League. So yeah, Everton, you'll just come 8th, 1 point of 7th. And who I picked 7th? And 7th, I picked Wolverhampton Wanderers. Just on goal difference, actually. I think Wolves will just fall short of 6th like they did last year. I think Wolves will just fall short like they did last year. So, of course, Spurs took Wolves' spot of the Europa League last year. And of course, can Wolves get 3 consecutive top 7 finishes? And I think that'll be good for Wolves, actually, because Wolves are that kind of club that can fight for Europe. Who'd have thought a club like Wolves are fighting for Europe now every year? And that's brilliant. From a club like fighting relegations a lot, and from relegation fight to the Premier League to fighting for Europe. It's brilliant what Nuno's done, but I think Wolves will just fall short of the Europa League spots. Sorry if there's any Wolves fans. And 6th place, I've gone with Spurs. Even though Spurs are 4th in the league at the moment, I think they'll just bottle it top 4 in my opinion. Because I think it will be a free race for top 4 between Leicester, Chelsea and Spurs. I I think Spurs will just miss out on top 4. So yeah, Spurs in my opinion. Harry Kane and Son's back on the goals. And yeah, in my opinion, Spurs will come 6th. And in 5th place, sorry Daniel, I've gone with Chelsea. So I actually think Leicester will get Champions League this year. Because Chelsea, they've been on terrible form recently. They have not, I think they haven't won since West Ham. And to be honest, I actually feel for Chelsea because Lampard deserves so much more. I respect what Frank Lampard's done for Chelsea. Transfer ban. From having a transfer ban to get them into top 4. This was all in one season. One season. This was his first season as manager at Chelsea in the whole of the Premier League to get them to Champions League. And that is honestly brilliant. And guiding them to an FA Cup final as well. That's brilliant. I actually respect that. So I think Chelsea will just miss out. And in 4th place, I go with Leicester. Simple reason. I think Jamie Vardy and Maddison are a brilliant duo. Because Jamie Vardy and Maddison last season was probably one of the best duos in the league. But Kane and Son are the best duo in the league this season. But Vardy he's 34 this month and he's still firing. And of course, I actually respect Leicester, even then when they thrashed us 5-2 at the Etihad, and that's fair play to Leicester. And yeah, Leicester are going to come 4th. And in 3rd place, I go with and this will be a free race for title race. Liverpool, City and United. I go with 3rd place, I go with Manchester United. It's not, right, of course, I think United to get 3rd at the start of the season, and they're actually 2nd at the moment. And would you believe this? If Man United win their game in hand against Burnley, they will go top of the Premier League. Wow, I can just say, wow. This is coming from a City fan. And that's honestly what a team this season Manchester United are. But I just think they'll just miss out on the title, I'm afraid. And of course, top 2, Liverpool, City. 2nd, Liverpool. Guys, I'm not being biased. I'm thinking us will win the league. I'm not being biased. Because if Liverpool's home form has been brilliant, but I think their away form, if Liverpool can start winning away from home, they could potentially win the league again. Or I think Liverpool will get an advantage over us if they beat us next month. If they do beat us next month, I think our title hopes are gone. But I'm still backing City to win the league. I'm sorry, Liverpool fans. And yeah, and number 1 is City. No bias. And of course, guys, breaking news. The king of the Kip Axe has sadly passed away. And my thoughts are with the friends and family of Colin Bell. Rest in peace. Legend of City. What a legend he was at the club. And the king of the Kip Axe, we will never ever forget his name in a City shirt. And Aguero, I think if he gets back to full fitness, I think he will be the reason. And Kevin De Bruyne, if he signs that new contract, I think we will just win the league again. If Messi comes next summer, I think we'll just dominate the league next season. But it's just my honest opinion of these predictions. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree in the comments. And yeah, guys, hope you're going to enjoy this video. Please make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you're brand new, make sure you turn on notifications on the 2nd channel. On Thursday, I will do the same thing with the championship. On Thursday, I will do the same thing with the championship. So you guys, stay tuned for that. And you guys, follow me on my socials, link in the description. And you guys, thank you all for watching. I'm going to watch Spurs Brentford. And yeah, love, peace and techers.